Hello and welcome to episode 315 of the Daily Sales Message Sales Podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. In today's episode, we're talking about my superpower. Oh yes, I have a superpower. You may not have realized it. I don't wear a cape. I don't have an S on my chest or an I, if this is to be accurate to my actual superpower. But I do have a superpower, and it's ignorance. Ignorance is my superpower. Ignorance is my superpower, and I use this quite a lot, particularly with my clear sales message clients when I'm asking them questions about their business to construct the messaging for them, dismantle what they're up to, so I can really piece it all back together. I'll ask really ignorant, stupid, basic, bold, obvious questions like, what is this? Why is this important? Why would I need it? Can't I just do it that way? What's the real meaning of that, the value of that, etc.? By asking ignorant, basic, obvious layperson questions, that is how we boil down somebody's messaging into the most simple components that matter so anybody could understand it. Using ignorance, so not using my basic level of understanding of something, asking as many questions as possible helps me to simplify people's messaging and really get to what matters. And this is where a lot of people go wrong. When it comes to messaging and branding, etc., we jump straight to, let's make it sound cool, let's make it look cool. So, oh look, they alliterate, they all start with the same letter, aren't we cool? Or that rhymes, isn't that cool? But in doing so, we can sidestep basic level of human understanding. People have got to understand your offering first of all, have a clear sales message. They've got to understand your offering before they can buy it. And so by me asking ignorant, stupid, basic, obvious questions like, what do you mean by education? Or what do you mean by profit? Or why would I need a mouse in the first place? If you think about those questions, if you take that as an example, just random example, top of my head, answer me that for a second. You got a keyboard and a mouse on your desk, I'm sure, or a mouse trackpad on your laptop. Why do you need a mouse? Why can't you just use a keyboard? Seems like an obvious question, doesn't it? Until you try to answer it. And you'll probably give me a very, very convoluted, long-winded, round the houses answer. And that is where ignorance comes into play, asking ignorant questions and using ignorance as my superpower. Because once you can answer succinctly, well, you need a mouse because it can do things the keyboard can't do, or whatever your simple explanation might happen to be, that's compelling, that's confident. If you give me a round the houses answer, well, blah, 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 I know straight away you don't know what you're talking about. So by me asking ignorant, stupid, dumb, obvious questions, we make sure that my clients are ready for any question online or offline, and that inspires confidence and trust from their buyers. So there you have it. Ignorance is my superpower, and it can be yours too. So look at your offering, look at your messaging, ask the stupid, simple, basic, obvious questions, because once you have those answers there, once you can answer anything about your offering online and offline, you'll be in a very good position to succeed. Right, that's it for this episode of the podcast. Tomorrow in episode 316. I mean, this was 315, so obviously 316 follows that. I don't know why I didn't know that, but there we go. 316. We're going to be talking about something I want you to do and something I want you to not do, ultimately. We'll cover that more in tomorrow's episode, and it comes down to communicating with buyers. I want you to do this and to not do that. And if you do the thing I'm telling you to not do, you're probably not going to connect with people. So really about connecting with people. That's it for this episode. Thank you for listening and watching all the way to the end. I do appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow for a slightly, hopefully more polished edition of the Daily Sales Message.